All right, guys, KB32 here. Check it out. We're sitting over here in the Freedom Shack. Big reaction to the guys out there talking about this distillery thing. Now, I want everybody to keep in mind, this is for people just getting into the sport, okay? Kind of like we're not going to be out there shooting full of semi-automatic competition shotguns or anything else like that and doing sniper stuff on the first day, right? So this is set up for the guys who are going to be going out buying a 5-gallon still. This is an 8-gallon, that's a 13-gallon. But I had a couple comments, and I love the comments from the guys who can offer some assistance, some of their guidance, some of their brains. I mean, this is a really, really neat community that we're getting involved in with this whole deal. And thank you for your guidance. Much appreciated. Keep in mind, these videos are geared towards the guy that's going to go out there and buy this off of Amazon. Speaking of Amazon, got this stuff in the mail. These are the spirals that I was talking about. And we'll go ahead and do a video real quickly talking about this. This is the that stuff that I order from the guys over at North Georgia Distillery. And like you can order this right off of Amazon. Now, yes, I got corn. Yes, I have sugar. And all you need to do is put water to it and go like hell, right? But every now and then you want something special. And to be honest with you, for me to have to run down, probably it's a 1-hour round trip, hour of my time, everything else, when I can go ahead and order it, it's going to cost me $20 more. I like to support locals, but also this is a veteran-owned company, North Georgia Distillery Company, and they're not paying me or they didn't donate anything to the channel. So with that, let's get over here to the table. I'm going to show you what I have to accompany the use of this guy right here, because it's just the essentials, the stuff you need. And I'm not talking about 50-gallon drums of mash going on, buried in the ground, anything fun like that. But let's talk about this guy right here and what it takes to get involved in this thing. And it's about 35 degrees outside. And believe it or not, man, this dude right here is producing a lot of heat. Unbelievable. From the stuff I made with this. So with that, let's get over to the table and see what we got. Stand by. Very cool. All right, guys, we're sitting on a review table, and in front of us we got a bunch of stuff. When I first got into this thing, the first thing I did was I jumped on YouTube and watched a bunch of videos. My brother was going, oh, 5 pounds of this, 5 gallons of that, and let it sit there, put some yeast in it, and go with it. And I was like, ugh. I thought it'd be a little bit more interesting, besides showing you the still that I got. All right, and I put the link down below for that. Some of the tools that I think they're essential. We'll start off by saying this. Don't blow yourself up. So with that, I have city water, so don't put city water in your Moonshine mash. Whatever they put in the city water is not going to be good, but you can go to your local grocery store and you can buy natural spring water, and that's what I suggest. You're going to get a nice, cleaner tasting, no chemicals, whatever it is. And like one of the guys said in the previous comment, is that whatever you put in that mash, that's what it's going to taste like. So also write this stuff down, man. Whenever you do a recipe, write it down. Each one of the little the things you do, the time you do it, the temperatures that you're doing it at. Very important that those things are adhered to, because otherwise, if you put your yeast in when it's too hot, guess what? You're not going to get that yeast action that does what it's supposed to do. Sugar. Any kind of sugar is my opinion. If I'm wrong, guys, somebody out there correct me if I'm wrong. But I just take regular sugar. Now, this is why you see a set of scales here. And I keep a scoop. And the reason I keep a scoop, and let's go. Scales, sugar. I showed this yesterday, but you guys are going to get a real good sight on it today. So this is basically, keep this out in my building. So that's just plain old ground cornmeal. You can buy this at your local mead store, wherever. A lot of these kinds of brewery store, they'll have all this stuff. I just went to Tractor Supply, bought a 50-pound bag, took it home, got my protein shake blender, and little by little blended this stuff up. But it's perfect. There's a different type dent corn, different types of corn that you might want to consider using. A lot of neat things. I keep these little things, these bowls around also, because you put these on your scale and you can scoop your corn into it like this. So this is pretty neat. Also, one of the things that you may want to consider doing, you can get just regular 5-gallon buckets. I have a bunch of them. I don't know if I have one near me or not. All right, one of the things you might want to consider is there's 6-gallon buckets work really good with a 5-gallon. Now you got to keep in mind when you say a 5-gallon still, that's or 6-gallon still or an 8-gallon still, that's 8 gallons capacity. If you're going to run a 6-gallon mash, it's 6 gallons of water plus all the stuff you're going to put into it. So you got to allow room for that, and you want to give it a good 2 or 3 inches at the top. So a 6-gallon bucket works really well. This is a top for one of my 6-gallon buckets, and there's the airlock. And like I said, when this thing kicks off, man, it is a lot of fun to watch. This is a triple scale. Now, this is one of the things that I really liked, and I got to wash this guy. Ooh, she's dirty. But you can see all the sugar that was stuck to the side of this thing. When you're running your mash, over time, once the airlock quits gurgling and blooping and plopping, you don't want to go ahead and do a run while you still have sugar in it. And this is one of the things that I like, is you can put that in there, and right about here is where your sugar levels need to be. And if not, I like it at 0.990 at the top, and the thing drops down, you know you don't have any sugar content. And like I said in the video yesterday, that's going to give you a good quality mix. Now, in this kit that you saw that I opened up yesterday, you did get one of these things. Now, I've elected to go ahead, and just because that's who I am, I'm going to get something a little bit bigger like this. So you've got your steel, sugar, corn, water. Done. That's all you need. And yeast. Once you start into the other stuff, well, you're in trouble then, buddy, because you're down that rabbit hole. I bought a bunch of these extra airlocks just because I liked having a couple of them, extra clean ones with the lids and everything else. And also a hydrometer, an actual hydrometer. You need that just so you can tell what your alcohol content is when you're doing a run. And like I said, I like to have my stuff mellow out probably at about 105, and I'll let it sit there forever. Jars, you're going to need a bunch of mason jars. They sell these at your grocery store as well. I would go ahead and advise in buying these socks right here. You can get 3 of them for about $9. Got a couple extras. A mixer. You put that on your drill. It's going to make it real easy for you to mix, and then a paddle. So with that, let's see. That's it. Corn, sugar, yeast. Yeast here. There's a couple other additives that you can put in there to just help prolong or exercise or do, well, I don't know what it does, but anyway, they tell you got to put it in there. But glucosamylase is a fungal-derived enzyme which breaks down the dextrins into simple sugars before fermentation process. Alpha amylase is a bacterially derived enzyme which breaks down starch into dextrins and simple sugars during mashing. Okay. Mashing enzymes for craft distilling. But that's it. I don't think if I can think of anything else. But yeah, man, guys, this is fun. This is what it's like. This energizes me throughout the day. Just to do something that we can have fun with. So with that, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Support the red, white, blue. God bless America. God bless men, women in uniform 24/7 for our freedoms. Freedom's not free. Check out the links below. All this stuff you can buy off of Amazon. And now, let's go to RTS Tactical and talk about their mini shield. Y'all be good. I'm out of here. Boom.